One of our goals at Spirit of Santa Paula is to get people off the streets, get them rest, a shower, and give them lots of good food. We are a low-barrier shelter. We serve the Santa Clara Valley, which is Santa Paula, Fillmore, and Piru. We are a true family shelter. Our capacity at the shelter is 49. Our goal is to prevent and end homelessness by providing a safety net for people who can't make it on their own or who are having a tough time with their life.
We are called to serve those that need help. We are here to serve the community and to serve those that are underserved.
When I came here, I became a law enforcement officer. That was my first impact dealing with homeless, but we had nothing that we could provide or help. In a lot of ways, I used to think it was a pain because it was just, we were trying to deal with something that there was no way to deal with it.
Homelessness has affected so many elements of our society. The community is not as negatively impacted by homeless people because somebody is actually doing something.
Spirit has its heart on its sleeve. They're really doing God's work, reaching out to the people who need it the most, sometimes that don't want to ask for help. We need people like that. They're kind of the angels of the community that are willing to put that effort into helping those that need it the most.
I am in charge of the food sourcing, which for our organization, we rescue a lot of food from grocery stores, restaurants, really any place that sells food. Stuff that would normally be thrown out under any other circumstances, we rescue that, take it back to the shelter, and either distribute it to people who drop by the shelter, to our residents, or to people who come to the food pantry. In 1 month, we rescue 100,000 pounds of food. I see how important it is to a lot of people in this community. There's a lot of people that wouldn't eat if it weren't for the food pantry.
A lot of people have gotten housed, a lot of people have gotten jobs, a lot of people have gotten access to insurance that is subsidized, a lot of people have gotten access to just a really wide variety of services that have dramatically increased the quality of their lives.
The fact is, homelessness is a growing problem, not just for this community, but throughout the country, and it doesn't go away.
Like a lot of people, I had only an academic understanding of people experiencing homelessness prior to becoming involved with Spirit. Have really learned that there's quite a range of people who wind up needing the services of an organization like Spirit.
You need to realize that the people that are coming to us have burdens on them. And you need to be aware of that because they don't behave as other people do. I've learned that they have stories, and there are circumstances that are forcing them to be in the situations that they are, and that we need to be sensitive to that.
Not all homeless people are addicts. They had unfortunate situations who brought them to our shelter.
Anybody who comes around Harvard all has their own story. I feel like if you were to actually sit there and hear their story and they develop a trust between you and that individual, it's better to serve them.
Being just there to listen to their stories, giving them a sense of hope, I think those are the things that we are called to do.
The staff for Spirit come up through Spirit.
Grown to really respect the staff who work for Spirit. They come from all different kinds of backgrounds, but they've all lived a lot of life, even though they may not be very old.
I've just seen so much empathy and care for other people at this job that I didn't even know was there.
What drew me to work at this organization is my own experience with homelessness and meeting Kay Wilson, and she drawn me to volunteering and then eventually getting a full-time position.
I've never worked with a shelter that is as invested in the growth and success of their clients and their guests as Spirit. I've just grown because I've been so inspired by the way that the staff works and how kind they are to people and how invested they are in the success of everyone.
There's nothing more powerful than letting people that are passionate do their work. So my philosophy is we just need to help support them, but also kind of get out of the way.
It's important for people to realize that we live in a society where we've got to be kind, and we need to recognize that people are struggling.
And I just want to make sure moving forward, they know that we're here for them. We care, and we're going to do our best to get them the services they need. Getting them housing is one of the hardest things to do. So in the meantime, we can work and get them the services that best utilize them.
If you have the time and if you have the willingness and that inside of you, you feel the need to serve, please come and serve as a volunteer.
I highly support when I talk to people about the bigger difference that this place makes and the type of commitment that your board and those people who contribute have to the Spirit of Santa Paula and the program.
You know, if we save just one person, if one person who might otherwise have had a very tough time on the street, or a family, or might have had a drug overdose, if just one person makes it all worthwhile.
Don't be ashamed if you need help. If it's from us or from your local food pantry or really anywhere, help is okay. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you lesser. It doesn't mean that you're not trying as hard as everyone else. In fact, it means you're probably trying harder than everyone else because you're going to get the help that you need.
Being kinder than necessary is not only essential, it's important because we're helping people get through a day who are probably struggling in some way.